Good day, everyone. This is your Forex Fam World Mentor speaking. This is our first video that we're gonna be posting on our social media platform, which is YouTube. So, guys, a link will be provided. Please do check out this video and other videos that will be coming after this one, so that you stay in the loop of great content. So let's start, guys. This video is just a watch list for this coming week. So yeah, currently we are looking at the XY daily. This is the high, this is the weekly high, and then this is the low. This is the weekly low. So we work with highs and lows, okay? And then obviously here you can see that a double bottom was identified. Keep in mind, this is the daily. So right now we are approaching what could be our potential TP, which is also known as the 90% rule. So what I am looking for here, or what we should be on the lookout for, is how the market is approaching this area. It would be dope if we could get like a correction towards this area, and then a potential rejection to the downside. This is what I'm demonstrating right now. Here is our potential probability of how this how DXY is gonna play out. So we can also see this as we could also identify this as our why is it not doing anything? As our double top to the downside, and then also these are corrections. So seeing all of this will really be dope, because we'll be able to get entries from these points, re-entries to be more specific. Okay, let's move right along. Let's go to gold. So if we look at gold from the daily time frame, we are currently seeing that this is the type of pattern we are seeing, which is a symmetrical triangle, which there was an impulse, then a consolidation or a narrow consolidation, and then it broke to the upside. So here we are seeing that this was a move to the upside, and then it started doing this narrow consolidation, and then it broke to the upside. So since it has already broken to the upside, so when we look at gold, we are seeing long-term bullish momentum or buying opportunities. So this is the highest point, but if we had to look at current structure, so let's move down to the 4-hour, and then let's focus on the current structure. We are currently in this trade. So here we identified a 4-hour high and a 4-hour low. Inside between the high and the low, we identified a ascending channel, which obviously broke to the downside and gave us a consolidation, and then we identified our entries here. Let's see it properly on the H1. You see, so, and then our TP is obviously here on the 90% rule. So we are halfway through our TP, but this is obviously a short-term trade, because after the market reaches here, we'll be looking for possibilities to the upside. Probably here we can identify another maybe triple bottom or double top, or whatever you want to call it, to the upside, since this is obviously a long-term buying setup. Or we could just Okay, let me move to the daily so that we are seeing it properly. Or we could just drop and break below this support area here, coming all the way here for a dead touch before going to the upside. And also here we need to monitor very well on how the market will be approaching this trend line here if it happens to break below this support area. A consolidation and a rejection will be a high probability setup. So as long as the market is above this trend line, I'm looking for buy opportunities, but obviously I'm in the sell trade because I identified, according to my rules, a high probability setup, which is a high and a low and an ascending channel, which happened to break and create a correction to the downside. So that's why I'm currently in the trade and I'm in profit as we speak. So let's move on to is it Euro USD? Oh yes, also Euro USD. This is what we are currently seeing. This is the high, this is the low. So we are basically approaching the support area on this pair. This is the daily. Also coming from a double bottom kind of a situation. But if we have to move closer to current structure, I'm a huge fan of current structure. Let's just go to H1. So if we are basically seeing a move between these two zones, came from here, came down, then it pushed to the upside, pushed to the downside, which later on decided to break impulsively to the downside. So here I'm also looking at something like this, like some kind of a correction before the market drops, or a clear retest on this area, and then I will be very much confident to enter a sell here, and then obviously our take profit is all the way to here. So obviously if we'll enter the market. Okay, let me just fix all of this and then move like this. Okay, so obviously here we'll be looking for selling opportunities. Okay, yeah, so if the decides to play out, we'll be looking for selling opportunities all the way down here, and then obviously our stop loss in place, and then we'll be looking for entries on the lower time frames. And then if we go to GBPJPY, we are also seeing here, you see, I always focus on the same structure over and over again. So here on the H4 on GBPJPY, you can see that the structure that I've entered here with the sell is the same structure as the one you saw on gold. So all my setups are the same. It was an ascending channel which broke down, this strong zone here. This is the daily zone. It broke it impulsively, going to the downside. Obviously our take profits is all the way to the 90% rule. So yeah, man, yeah, that's how we are viewing the markets. And then let's go to AUDUSD. So AUDUSD is on the way to the downside. So here, same setup, same thing, high and low ascending channel, and then we are seeing potential profits here on the 90% rule. So a daily, this thing is moving, this thing is very bearish. But before I enter, I'll be looking for some kind of correction. You can't enter a market, this market is already like gone. So if I have to zoom in or zoom out, probably if the market could come back here, even if it doesn't, but like some kind of correction or deep correction before I enter this market, some kind of a correction, and then I'll be looking for opportunities to the downside. Obviously, it have to be something like this, and then yeah, depending on where we find our entry, but it's all just a patient game. So far, all the pairs that I've analyzed, also this one it's a high and low, and then we're seeing a falling wedge which broke, and then it's probably retesting right now. Let's see. Yes. And then we'll also be waiting for further confirmation. This is not really that clear for me just as yet. We'll be waiting for obviously candlesticks and then market structure, break of structure before I enter this, but I'm predicting a further move to all the way to the 90% rule, and then obviously stop loss will be somewhere around there, depending on how the market, because the market could also just decide to just like drop all the way down before moving back up. So all of those possibilities are there, but the probability right now is for us to obviously experience some kind of a correction before moving to the upside. And then that's all for now. So guys, this is our first video. Obviously there will be more after here. So this is your forex firm world mentor. Goodbye.